Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here, so it's time for another franchise ranking video today, guys. Today I'm going to be ranking the 3 movies of one of my favourite Marvel heroes of all time, being Blade. So yeah, this will include all 3 of the movies from 1998 all the way to 2004. Okay, so this is all 3 movies ranked from best to worst in my personal opinion, so this is my personal opinion. If you disagree, that's fine, it's your opinion, which I'm not going to disrespect or challenge, but yeah, but please respect my opinion. So, starting with my all-time favourite Blade movie, which I absolutely adore the most, and what I consider one of the best Marvel movies of all time, and that I really love and also really love to rewatch, it's definitely Blade from 1998. And I give that a full-blown 10 out of 10. But if I give it higher than 10, of course I would. But yeah, if it was to exist. But yeah, I give it 10 out of 10. The pros of this movie for me is definitely performances, by the cast. Mention has to go definitely to Wesley Snipes as Blade, and Chris Christopherson as Abraham Whistler. I also liked the actors who played Deacon Frost as well, and also Blade's love interest as well. They were all, great castings. The entire cast was amazing, and the action was also spectacular. Like, my favourite fight scene in the entire movie, guys, was definitely the opening fight of the club. Like, that scene is something that I can't stop rewatching because it's such an epic fight scene. The music was also spectacular too. My favourite piece of music, though, in this whole trilogy, guys, is definitely the music in the club. Like, it's such an amazing piece of music. I love it. And Deacon Ross was also a great villain. He's my favourite Blade villain. He was great. And I gotta say that while the entire cast was great, I've got to say that Wesley Snipes stole the show for me. He really did. He was easily the best part of this movie, Wesley Snipes. I liked how the movie was also so dark as well, which is perfect for a character, because Blade is not for kids. He's a very dark character, isn't he? The whole franchise as a whole is dark. With all the vampires and stuff. So, and I did also like how he included that through the character of Pearl, for example, that really, obese vampire that Blade tortures with UV lighting for information on Frost, which was pretty good. And I gotta say as well that the villain death was also so satisfying as well. He had a great fight scene with Blade, and then Blade finished him off by injecting a Volvo syringe, which caused him to blow up and explode. So satisfying. And I gotta say that no Blade film will ever be better than this movie. Now, my second favourite would have to be Blade 2 from 2002, and I give the movie a 9 out of 10. Now, I gotta say, once again, the acting by the cast was amazing. It was really good. So, best parts was definitely, of course, the great Wesley Snipes once again as Blade. He was the best part once again. And also, Chris Christopherson returning as Whistler was also great. I'm glad that he came back alive and well. I kind of knew he'd be alive after it's real that his death was fake in the first film. I mean, thank God, because he's such a great character. And I also love the additions as well of Thomas Kretschmann as Eli Damaskinos. He was a great character. Like, before Kretschmann played Baron Strucker in Avengers Age of Ultron, he was great in this movie as Damaskinos. I also love the actress who played his daughter. I think it's called, is it Naylor or something, I believe, yeah. I liked her as well. I also definitely love the addition of Norman Reedus, aka Dow Dixon from Walking Dead, as Scud, the assistant to Blade, while he was rescuing Whistler. It led to be a traitor, secretly working for Damaskinos. And I definitely also loved Ron Perlman as Dieter Reinhardt, Hellboy playing character in Blade, wow. Reinhardt was definitely one of the best parts of the movie as well. He stole the show in several scenes too. I like how this movie introduced new vampires, such as the Reapers. They were great, and also, I loved as well the addition of the Blood Pack as well, as a whole. Like, a pretty cool group for Blade to work with. It was pretty nice. New heroes. The action was also good too. I liked it. And also, music was also good once again. And I liked how Whistler came back, thank goodness. And the fight scenes, particularly in the sewers, and also in the lab at the end, and also in the club, were great. I really loved it. However, the reason why this is my second favourite, not my all-time favourite, is because I think the Blood Pack does a bit better development, because I don't like how I get introduced to so many great ones, such as, like, for example, Snow, played by Donnie Yen, and also Priest, played by Tony Curran. I don't like how pretty much all the Blood Pack were wasted in the sewer scene. Like, I think they deserve better development, in my opinion. I mean, luckily Reinhardt had the more screen time out of the Blood Pack, but I wish we had a better death scene. Like, I don't like how he died so quickly and easily to Blade, where Blade, swiftly cut him in half with his sword like that, and Reinhardt turned to ashes. I really didn't like that. I think he does a much better satisfying death, like a sword fight with Blade. That's what I wanted. I'd have really loved that. But nonetheless, well, this was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Now, my third and least favourite Blade film is Blade Trinity from 2004, which I give a 6 out of 10. And yeah, I watched it first time recently on Netflix, and so this is my review of it. So the good parts of the movie was, I mean, the acting by the cast was once again great. Like, the best parts were definitely, once again, Wesley Snipes as Blade, of course. And of course, Chris Christopher as Whistler was also great too. I also liked the addition of Jessica Biel as Whistler's daughter, Abigail, and definitely Ryan Reynolds as Hannibal King, absolutely. I also did like Dominic Purcell, who you may know as Lincoln from Prison Break, and also as Heatwave on the Arrowverse TV shows. He was also pretty good as Drake, or Dracula, whatever you want to call him. And Parker Posey as well was also good in her role as well, as one of the vampires working with Drake. And also Patton Oswalt too, as a member of the Night Stalkers. Music was also good as well, and the fight scenes were okay, they were pretty good. And I like the new addition of the new vampires, and it was pretty cool how this movie took a risk by making the humans also the enemy of Blade by framing him. And he became an enemy of the humans too. So yeah, he was on the run. Pretty good. However, the reason why my least favourite is because of this. I definitely did not like how Whistler got killed at the start of the movie so early. And it was also a big mistake. I mean, what is the point of Blade saving his life in the second film and turning him back to normal after he turned into a vampire? He was going to die in this film. What is the point of Blade saving him in the second film? What is the point? And it was also way too early and way too easily as well. I did not like that one bit. I do think as well that the villains also, and some of the Night Stalkers, needed a bit more development. I also don't like how many of the Night Stalkers got easily killed as well. I really did not like that either. Especially Oswald's character. I really did not like that. And also one who's blind as well. Did not like that either. It was so bad how they did that to those characters. And I don't like how this movie compared to the first two films. They torn down the blood and the gore. Like, really? Blade is a dark franchise. It's supposed to have blood and gore in it. It's not for kids. Come on. Like, really? Come on. But nonetheless, the acting in this movie made it watchable. And, you know, the new characters, you know, particularly King and Whistler's daughter, they stole the show. They were, like, alongside Blade. Like, those three were, like, the best part of this film, to be honest. I gotta say that Ryan Reynolds acted a lot like Deadpool long before he even played him, which was pretty cool. I think he was born for Deadpool, weren't he? This role foreshadowed how good he'd be as Deadpool. So yeah, that's my ranking of the films, guys. So number 1 is Blade, number 2, Blade 2, and number 3, Blade Trinity. Now, for those who don't know, I am very, very excited for the MCU's Blade movie. I'm very excited for it. And yeah, I really hope it's going to be great, and I hope they don't tone down the violence at all, and they keep it as much as it was back in Blade 1 and Blade 2. I really hope so, because Blade is not for kids. He's a very dark, brutal character, so they don't need to tone down the violence at all. We've got to keep it as it is. And I also have, you know, huge faith in Marshall Ali to do a great job of playing Blade. Even though, in my opinion, guys, no one, and I repeat, no one will ever be as great as Wesley Snipes as Blade. That's my opinion. But after rewatching Spider-Verse recently and hearing him as Aaron Davis / Prowler, I think Marshall Ali actually has got a pretty good voice for Blade if he used the same voice he used when he played Aaron Davis. I think he'd be very good in the role. And of course, guys, this also isn't Marshall Ali's first MCU role, because he was in the Luke Cage show as Cottonmouth. So yeah, I think this is the first time that an actor's played 2 roles in the MCU, isn't it? You know, 2 separate roles. So yeah, which is pretty cool, I guess. Well, since, you know, Paul Bettany first played Jarvis, now he plays Vision. So yeah. So I can't wait for a Blade reboot. I'm very excited for it. I really can't wait to watch it. And I hope it's going to be great. But I don't think it'll be as great as, you know, as the first Blade movie. I mean, the Blade movie, guys, from 1998 helped set up these Marvel adaptations, didn't it, really? And yeah, that's why I love it so much. So, guys, this is me doing my ranking of the Blade trilogy, starring Wesley Snipes. So, yeah, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to leave in the comments how you guys would rank the Blade movies. I'd love to hear you guys would rank them. And tell me your thoughts on the Blade reboot if you plan on watching that. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe for more videos coming in the future. And I will see you all later.